for Heysen.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Education. Can the Minister update the House on the delivery of the government's entrepreneurial learning strategy?
Minister for Education.
Thank you, sir. I'm very pleased to receive this question from the member for Heysen because I think it demonstrates that the government is not only seeking to build infrastructure in this year's budget and the work that we have been doing for some time, but also build the capabilities and the growth in educational opportunities for our school students in the South Australian education system. The member for Heysen, of course, is particularly interested, I'm aware, in the entrepreneurial learning strategy as the Heathfield High School in the member's electorate is one of the 5 entrepreneurial specialist schools that were announced since this government has introduced our entrepreneurial learning strategy, along with Seaton High School, Murray Bridge High School, the Banksia Park International High School and the Mount Gambier High School. And those schools are doing great work in terms of some of the early work in delivering and preparing the strategy, which will of course expand in the coming years. Work has started on the development of the entrepreneurial learning curriculum and pedagogy resources, and specialist programs will be available in those schools from 2020. The 5 schools have all recruited their specialist staff, their assistant principals, their expert teaching staff are in place, and those staff will champion, model and deliver entrepreneurial learning and teaching in their respective schools, and also help build the capacity of schools in their secondary alliances and partnerships. And of course, as we develop those resources further, that work will spread out across the state. Those specialist schools are also engaging with the Office of the South Australian Chief Entrepreneur, and indeed last Friday I was pleased to go to the Lot 14 Innovation Hub to meet with the principals and the leaders in this area who were coming together with departmental leaders for a meeting where we talked about strategic planning for the entrepreneurial learning strategy. It was an opportunity for each of the schools to share what they were doing locally in their areas and their visions that they were building locally, so that we can work on a shared vision that will cross the whole state's entrepreneurial, the overarching vision for entrepreneurial education across South Australia. The shared vision describes how all South Australian schools can support young people to develop an entrepreneurial mindset through innovative educational approaches, collaboration between education, industry, potentially the tertiary sector. The social enterprise, indeed, is a critically important part of this as well. Young people, whether they're looking to start their own business, whether they're looking to work in a large organisation, start a social enterprise, get involved in society. There is none of these that entrepreneurialism and an entrepreneurial mindset isn't relevant for. The member for Heysen will be particularly interested to learn, I think, about some of the specific work that's going on at Heathfield High School already. For example, as part of a program that they have called Design It, Engineer It and Pitch It, Heathfield High is working with Jurleek to give students the opportunity to help this particular South Australian brand, business design, develop and market what could be its next big selling product. Students with skills in art or design or engineering or chemistry all take on different roles in marketing or design, product development, finance. They work collaboratively with Jurleek, visiting the Jurleek farm and production facilities to see firsthand how the business operates and eventually pitch their final products to experts from Jurleek. They also have a similar partnership with Beerenberg, which is working really well, working on a creative marketing plan for Beerenberg products, and they've also been involved in the Shark Tank eSchool Challenge, a joint initiative with the University of Adelaide, Sony and MyLab, teaching students to think creatively, develop solutions to real-world problems. It's great work, and Heathfield High was particularly successful in that. They're also involved in the Cyber Security Schools Challenge, an initiative which is going to be great. It's work for students to undertake specific work in this area of fantastic job opportunity in the years ahead. We're really excited about the entrepreneurial learning strategy, and I look forward to continuing to provide more information about how it is and how it works as it rolls out.
Thank you.